back in our Montreal offices, and we have the absolute honor and privilege of being joined by Pablo Rodriquez, our very own Heritage Minister. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's a great pleasure to be here.
Tell us what it feels like to be here, home of one of the biggest ethnic media companies in Canada, where we particularly cater to the same cultural community.
Absolutely, and you guys are playing a very important role, and I'm just super happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Now tell us about Heritage Minister. What does this job title mean? Because a lot of people aren't really aware about what your responsibilities are and what you can bring to all of these immigrant communities.
Well, it's a huge department, right? And I'm still discovering it. I was named a few weeks ago. It relates everything that's related to music. Think about it: music, movies, books, the internet. It's all under my department. So it's so important. And I keep telling people: imagine one day without television, without music, without a book or anything like that. So it's part of our life, and my own department is part of the day-to-day life of Canadians, and also part of our own identity.
You were telling us off camera that you've been delving in these last few weeks into what Canadian culture is and what it can offer. What have you been discovering in these past few weeks about Canadian culture?
Well, I mean, that there's a lot of passion about our culture, and I meet every day, people that work in the movie industry or the music industry, and they're extremely passionate about what they do. And my job as minister is make sure that we give them all the chances they need, that our creators do what they do best, which is create. So I'm there for our creators, for our artists, for our journalists, for everybody. That's my job as Minister of Culture, and I hope I'll be able to help them.
Definitely. And it is a huge responsibility. What would you want to see in these next few years as change?
I want to see us on top of the world. Like, we're doing great as Canadians in terms of movies and music. Think about it. Just think about Drake or Bieber or whoever in the film industry, especially here in Quebec. Quebecers are doing extremely well, but also our industry in Ontario and BC. We're doing great internationally, and I want us to do even better.
You also have had an opportunity in these past few days to visit Toronto and visit different minority groups. What do you want to see with the multicultural community in this side of Canadian culture?
Well, I want to see, I want to make sure that Canadians from any origin that feel that they're 100% Canadians like anybody else. I want to have those type of discussions between the government and them, but also between different cultures, between different communities. And I also want to send a message, and I did more specifically to the Latino community, but to say that, you know what, in this country, things are not necessarily easy, and nobody's going to open all doors and give you everything you want. It's not easy, but if you work hard, with a big heart and with some guts, you can succeed in this country.
Definitely. And you mentioned the Latino community. You are Latino yourself. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us a little bit about that process coming to Canada?
Well, I'm a political refugee. Well, I came with my family. My dad was running for governor in a province north of Argentina. He was in prison, tortured many times, and they put bombs in our house just before he left. So we're all, me, my sisters, my father and dad were all injured in that explosion, and we knew that it was a question of time before they kill us, so we had to leave, and we came here, and my dad said, you know what, Canada is a land of opportunities, a great country. Please do whatever you want, but no politics.
And here we are.
Yes, here we are, yeah.
What inspired you to go into politics?
To change the world. I mean, it's the best tool that we have. It's not perfect, but it's the best tool that we have to change the world, to change society, to improve society, for a better future for our children and grandchildren.
What change would you like to make as Heritage Minister?
I want to make sure that we do better, because we're already doing great, but maybe trying to open more markets to our creators, to our artists, maybe non-traditional markets like Latin America, like Asia. Yeah.
As Heritage Minister, you obviously understand that it is very important for all Canadians to have access to sort of something that connects them to back home. Do you think it's important for Canadians to have access to news, to entertainment, to content in their home language as well?
It is, absolutely, and you can see that for different communities. Some communities don't have that type of access, and industries like yours and businesses like yours are doing that exactly that, and linking them with their own culture. And I think it plays an important role in their lives.
Now, before we let you go, is there any message you would like to send to everyone watching you through TLN, immigrants who see you as an example to follow, that, if you work hard enough, you really can make a difference in this country?
And that's the truth. And if I can help in that, I mean, I came here with an immigrant. We came here with absolutely nothing. We lost everything. And today I'm the Minister of Culture and Multiculturalism. And if that can help on an example, we have others. But again, things aren't necessarily easy. But when you work hard, you have guts in this country, you can succeed.
Thank you so much, Pablo Rodriquez, our Heritage Minister, for joining us. It was an absolute pleasure, and the doors at TLN are always open.
Thank you for having me.